Real Mussar breeds fulfillment and simcha. This is true.
Why are tzaddikim and why were tzaddikim pushed so much, Hasidish so much, if it seems like the ikar avoda that needs to be done is Mussar?
It's we're getting into a big conversation, a very, very big conversation. Derech of the Baal Shem Tov was Mussar. You look in Savasa Rivash, you should learn Mussar, and it's talking about the typical Mussar Sforim every single day. You look at all the Kadmonim in Hasidus, learn Mussar. The change happened a little bit afterwards, and really the change is, it's a whole shir within itself. But through the Maggid of Mezrich, even though the Maggid of Mezrich in his Sforim speaks about Taras HaMachshava, and this is something so important that we're not going into now, but you should know it exists strongly, the emphasis became Devekus. The emphasis became Devekus. The Nakuda of Devekus, very, very simple. The Nakuda of Devekus is, I'm feeling connected to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Gevaldik. And we have different shitot in how Devekus manifests. But the one issue that you can't run away from is Devekus subjective or objective? Do you remember we read the Rabbi Nachman at the beginning? It's subjective. So now a person can be even not a mensch. A person may not be a mensch. A person may be unhealthy. But they're feeling gewaldige Devekus. You need to have tikkun amidos. You need to have Mussar. What is Mussar? Okay. Mussar is objective. Mussar is asela charav. Asela charav. Somebody you could speak to. Mussar is what we call the arbi sodas. Physical health, financial health. How are you in your relationships? How are you in your mind and creativity? How are you in your relationships and your ruchnius? How are you in that? Now that's objective, that's outside of me. So this is why we've said time and time again, long-term, deep, intimate relationship doesn't lie. Doesn't lie. So what does that mean? When a person turns up time and time again, and they turn up and they're disheveled, or they turn up excited, or they turn up and they've had a really bad day, or they turn up and everything is just okay, or they turn up and they have a tummy ache. They're turning up doesn't lie. And when you see somebody through that whole ebb and flow of life, you get to know somebody. And what happens is that the Welt of Mussar, the world of Mussar, includes discipline. It includes turning up. There's a down-up approach and there's an up-down approach. In the world of Devekus, it could very easily be, I feel that I need to daven now, so I will daven now, even though it's much later. Like there's this reality where sometimes the subjective overrides the objective, and the objective is belittled. And what we are saying here is we need both. We need both. So the Nakuda of Mussar was a down-up approach. Mussar was about Achdus. It wasn't about you as an individual. You know, in the Mussar world, you had Riddle, which was a circle. You'd have Cheshbon HaNefesh Chavrusas. There was a deep emphasis in relationships. Very deep emphasis in relationships. And that's something really important. So you've got the Devekus, but you've got the Nakuda of working on your midos, and to be able to see somebody. I can see you, you can see me. You know if I'm speaking to you and my mind is quiet inside. And I know if I'm speaking to you and your mind is quiet inside. And what does it feel like? If I'm standing here and I'm talking to you and I'm being listened to, my whole nervous system changes. My whole nervous system changes. Everything changes. But when I know I'm speaking to somebody and their mind is racing, and for sure they can't even tell me, you feel it. So the Nakuda of Mussar allows you, and the Nakuda of Avodah, the Chachmei HaAvodah, set up a system where we could be in the moment, we could be quiet inside. I could experience, hopefully, Yeshiva Das, Menuchas HaNefesh, and I could realize I'm in Makom, and everything is a womb of opportunity. And we need both. We need both. We need the Mussar and we need the Hasidus. We need both. We need the Kabbalah as well. The Kabbalah is the Makom, the bigger picture. That's why the Derech of Avodah is the 4 steps of the Derech of Avodah revolve around the 4 sciences we have today. So for example, I exist. I exist is the first question. I'm aware, I exist. That's the whole inyan of Das, more found in the world of Mussar and Chassidus. Then you have I exist within something. There's a whole world, Makom Olam Shana Nefesh, that's the world of Sod Kabbalah. Then you move back into, look at that, there's an inyan of pain and pleasure. So there's the I exist, and I exist within something, there's pain and pleasure. So this is the Nakuda of, again, architecture of the soul, inyan of Das, but that's, I exist, pain and pleasure, that's to do, again, avodah of Mussar and Chassidus, and then the Rabbi Yehoshua Gerzi. The Rabbi Yehoshua Gerzi is halacha. How do I objectively balance out the first three? I exist within a system, and there's pain and pleasure, and I want to feel more pleasure in my life than pain. Eineg. So how do I do that? So we need all the different worlds. Nothing is exclusive of the other. In our generation, we have to bridge together.
Let's one more question, or is it?
Go for it. We're doing it. Go for it.
So Rob mentioned earlier, or what I understood is that the more a person becomes a Baal Das, the more he can hold space for somebody else.
And themselves. And yes. Yeah.
So for one's own self, I would understand why it's important to hold space for yourself. Be able to hold space in relationships, that seems important as well. Holding space for random people, what's the point of that?
V'ahavta l'recha kamocha. V'ahavta l'recha kamocha. We want a society.
Let their story run in their own head, and you can do what you do.
True, but we're not meant to just be like that. We're meant to be cosmic carers of the world. We care for anything and everything. So it's all about rachamim, yeah. As long as it's not going to hurt you and it's not going against halacha. So yes, cosmic caring.
And that's what we always are doing anyway.
Caring with healthy boundaries.
That's what I'm saying. You have to know yourself and you have to know halacha. But yeah.
If it's gonna run you into the ground, then
If it's going to run a person into the ground, no good.